get straight to the point. The reason you're struggling in Valorant Mobile is not because of your aim. Your aim is probably fine. You're playing smart and making the right decisions. But every time you shoot, you either get one tapped or die before you can react. Now, I understand the frustration. Valorant Mobile is a it's with tactical shooters like this. Unlike typical mobile, Valorant completely wrong. This is the number one reason most players fail. Valorant Mobile is not a port from the PC version. It was built entirely from scratch by Tencent, which means the game mechanics are different, the movement is different, and aiming works differently too. Second, your sensitivity is too high. You must lower your sensitivity. The lower it is, the smoother and more controlled your aim will be. This isn't a flick-heavy game. It's a precision shooter, and lower sensitivity helps with accuracy. Third, you must stop moving when you shoot. Just like on PC, movement while shooting causes bullet spread. But on mobile, it's even worse. If you're moving and shooting, your bullets will scatter and you'll lose gunfights.
Oops.
Aim, then shoot. Fourth, enable auto crouch. On PC, crouching is optional and strategic, but on mobile, it's necessary. If you're standing and shooting, even while not moving, your bullets often miss or disappear entirely due to weird hit registration. Let me get straight to the point. The reason you're struggling in Valorant Mobile is not because of your aim. Your aim is probably fine. You're playing smart and making the right decisions. But every time you shoot, you either wrong. This is the number and is different. This isn't a flick-heavy game. It's a precision shooter, and lower sensitivity helps with accuracy. Third, you must stop moving when you shoot. Just like on PC, movement while shooting causes bullet spread, but on mobile, it's even worse. If you're moving and shooting, your bullets will scatter, and you'll lose gunfights. Stop, aim, then shoot. Fourth, enable auto crouch. On PC, crouching is optional and strategic, but on mobile, it's necessary. If you're standing and shooting, even while not moving, your bullets often miss or disappear entirely due to weird hit registration. Auto crouch fixes this and makes your shots land consistently. Fifth, if you still can't land shots, turn on auto scope. Hey everyone, welcome back to GameSphere. The new Valorant mobile update is finally out, and I know English step by step to make things easy for you.
But on it once a week. On Mondays.
Or takes
Huh?
Well, that could be. That's a nice TV too. Fingers. That's nice. That's good. What about your chin there, Kevin?
Hey. Böyle şeydir. Ủa, hề, este muy bien. This is a good people for never. Rips? Huh? It's going around. Rips? Wow. Huh? It's going really, really well.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are diving into one of the most asked questions in Valorant. How do you find the best sensitivity? If you're brand new to the game or trying to level up your aim, this video is gonna help you lock it in. Let's get straight into it. Alright, so first off, why does sensitivity even matter? Your sensitivity controls how fast your crosshair moves, and that directly affects your aim. If it's too fast, you'll overshoot your target. Too slow, and you can't flinch or react quickly. Finding the right balance is key to construct. There are two things you gotta pay attention to: your DPI and your in-game sensitivity. Most pros use 800 DPI, so I'd recommend starting from there. However, you can also try 400, 1600 DPI and see which one is the best fit for you. 400, so I'd recommend starting from there. However, you can also try 4, so I'd recommend starting from there. However, you can also repeat your DPI and your in-game sensitivity. Most pros use 800 DPI, so I'd recommend starting from there. However, you can also try 400 and 1600 DPI and see which one is the best fit for you. The average Valorant pro plays with a sensitivity in the range of 40 to 60 centimeters per 360. You are going to start with a sense in the middle of this range and work from there. If you're playing on 400 DPI, The in-game sense is going to be 0.67. For 800 DPI, it's gonna be 0.33, and for 1600 DPI, it's 0.17. So guys, after you chose your DPI, uh, 800 on 800, I'm going to start with 0.33. So first method to find your perfect set called the 180 which all you have to do is stand here and do a 180 your map and see if it makes sense or not. You can comfortably do a 180 with your mouse. That means that your sense is good for you. So let's see that I can see my sense still with it. 34. Got better, but it's still
Both of them, okay.
5, let's say. Still not for me. Low. And when you feel comfortable, you stay on that step. Now, the next test is just shooting ball. You press on, let me go back. Press on practice button and try tracking and clicking. Like this sense. Say that I feel like and try the on the red. You so stick this one of your first and you can practice red between PM, yeah, like England, backs, obliquity, and one. Here's the truth. No perfect sensitivity for everyone. Sensitivity is the one that one pro player. You are confident. Some players like other the other risk taker. The higher step like that, they are just something new. Not the right and stuff to the time. It really helps me out. Can you please one?
Người ba.
The point is to watch other reaction. They panic when they think they panicking because he imposter. Perfect. As easy as that in the same game. Look at Pink also repeating the same back and forth confusion blue and also all about that time quickly checking your times. You'll 80% of the time left behind for a play. That little observation if you kill correctly, follow them right after. Here, timing is everything. In this game, I am when I get out of the vent, instead of reporting fake, you might think that step 6 didn't work and you're all wrong. Just that delay of reporting made you feel watched up to this point of the video. Like and subscribe. Also, we have a new Discord server. One of step 7, the clock sync theory, the last one. Without even seeing them. Remember in step 1 when I said to check the settings? This is why. Before the round starts, take note of the kill cooldown. Let's say it's 15 seconds. Start counting mentally when the round begins. When the first body is reported, check that timer in your head. If it's around 10-20 seconds, fine. That means imposter moved quickly and killed early. But if the first kill happens much later, like 50 seconds in, that usually means imposter was staying close to others early, faking tasks, pretending to be safe. So ironically, the people you felt safest around might actually be the killers. And that's what makes this step dangerous but smart. It flips your whole perception of the lobby. Look at another short of one of my gameplays. In this video, a body is reported, and I take notes of the crewmates I was moving with, which is step 2. Then I calculate the seconds when the game started and when the kill was recorded, which indicated it was Cyan's self-report. He is voted out imposter. This strategy is probably the toughest to master, but it is one of my best. So yeah, those are my 7 steps. If you actually follow them, you'll already be ahead of 90% of lobbies. Subscribe, like the video, and trust me next time, you'll never look at Among Us the same way again. Not today, Buffy boy.
Oops.
Weight loss program. Hello, crewmates and imposters. Today we're settling a debate. Vanilla Among Us roles versus their modded counterparts. The official roles from Inner Sloth are clear.
Oh.
The modding community spent years cooking up some absolutely wild, overpowered roles. Sharing 7 core roles head to head. For each one, we'll break down the vanilla version, then its modded rival, and award a point to whichever version is simply better and more powerful. We'll keep a running tally, and by the end, we'll crown a champion. Stick around, because some of these might just shock you. Starting with the imposter. Let's begin with the newest role in Among Us, the Viper. The Viper is an imposter in low traffic areas, navigation, communications, or the top of cafeteria. The body might never be found before it decays. However, there's an obvious tell. If anyone finds a half-decayed body, it becomes very clear there's a Viper in play, and people might start moving together or checking low traffic areas more frequently. Now, let's talk about the modded role that challenges cleaners and ability. They can instantly clean a dead body from the game. Just poof, gone. No reporting it, just like a Viper's final result. However, this isn't an ability that can be used freely. The cleaner's body removal ability shares the same cooldown as their kill ability, which means if they clean, they can't immediately kill, and vice versa. This makes them extremely powerful in a duo imposter game, but if they're solo, they have the same limitations as a Viper and must kill low traffic areas, then return to clean the body. While the cleaner has a slight advantage because there isn't an obvious decaying tell, having bodies not show up in meetings is a tell in itself that a cleaner could be at play. Both roles need the same amount of time for a body to disappear and have similar cooldown. This round is a tie. Now,
Grips.
for the ultimate tool for deception and draining your from the vanilla game, we have the shapeshift. This imposter role allows you to temporarily take on the appearance of the uses of you can pretend to be someone else and be seen on the other side of the map. You can shift into someone but has a transformation the animation nearby players can hear. If you get caught, GG's. Communities and the morphling works on a similar principle. Player. The, anyone they by simply selecting them, morphling. However, the trade-off is not having to sit in a bubble to transform. You just instantly change, making it much harder to get caught. The vanilla is high risk, high reward. But for us, the ability to freely change into whoever we want outweighs the risk. We'd rather have flexibility over safety. Point goes to Vanilla Among Us. Round 3. The ghostly killer and a silent assassin. From Vanilla, we have the Phantom. The Phantom is an imposter with the ability to turn completely invisible for a short period of time. It's significant drawbacks. First is the wind up to turn invisible. Out of you. So if someone walks in at any point during that animation, that you can't kill while you're invisible. The scene of a crime. So this ability can only be used to flee from the scene of a crime. Now, enter the modded ninja. This is basically the Phantom, but on steroids. The ninja can also turn invisible. However, when they do this, there's no tell. They just vanish. They also meet, and yes, you guessed it, you can kill. The invisibility isn't a hit and run mechanic like a Phantom. It's an I win button. The only way to balance this is to give the ninja very heavy vanish cards, because they're easily powerful modded. We all know what the verdict is here. The point goes to. Now let's talk about the crewmate role. Starting with the straight engineer. The engineer is a role that exists in both vanilla and mod. Same for identity. Vanilla has the ability to hop into vent, fly up, and stay out of danger. However, the vent causes like projectile down or cognitive failure. Incredibly powerful, countering it hostage. Isolate kill. Think twice. I'm more inclined because of the ability to goes to mods. Now let's talk about our newest crewmate role. Vanilla detective has notes and interrogate ability. The notes gives you the chance to document relevant information of the killer, letting you mark down where the body was found and other vital information. Then see where they were. The body was found. It's a very fun role to play. It really nails that detective element perfectly. The modded alternative is a bit more simplistic. Your first ability right off the bat is the ability to the second ability is find ability. Find a dead body. Throw an arrow clearly into the modded detective. We go to allows you to place a tracking beacon on one player. You can then see their real-time for a short period. This gives you a single value thread from the body was found. It's very useful. Compared to something like a detective, it can really become modded tracker has some advantage. The tracking beacon lasts don't show up on your map. Instead, you have a blue arrow pointing to them with proximity. The ability for given the point to the vanilla. Now, our final role, the noisemaker. The vanilla noise give out an alarm. But how is the modded noisemaker any different? The modded noisemaker doesn't give off an alarm when killed. Instead, they can place the noisemaker stats on other players. They can only do this once per round. They approach a player and add the noisemaker stats without that player. When They give off the alarm and sound like a typical noisemaker with it. This is more flexible because players vital information. Free mod 5. Fantastic. An accessible experience. The mod rules are either too or the vanilla counterparts. Are there any roles you disagree with? Let us know in the comments. And if you wanted to add a different role entirely, do vanilla among us. Enjoy the showdown. Please show your support by hitting that like button. It really helps the channel out. And
What is it going to written down the head? It got in the tail. The cable matches out there on my PC.
thought we could probably get to it. Just look at the gun. Well, when you update it, it will slow down. You know, all updates make sense. They add stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I won't wait it. Later. Everyone.
Whether you're serving drinks or playing hockey.
Hey.
Oh,
Okay.
If